So, you want to learn English, right? Get really fluent, but maybe you're thinking that means you have to save up for an expensive plane ticket and move across the world. Well, today, we're going to show you exactly how to master the language without even leaving your house. Let's get into it.
I mean, this is what we all think, isn't it? That to get really truly fluent, you have to pack your bags, move to London or New York, and just immerse yourself. But what if that's not the only way? What if that's not even the whole story? Well, check this out. Language learning expert Ollie Richards says basically, no way. He completely disagrees with that old idea. He's convinced you can become a super confident, proficient English speaker from pretty much anywhere. And in this explainer, we're going to break down his entire method for how to do it.
So, here's the big mindset shift. It's not about finding an English-speaking environment. It's about creating one. You have to build your own little world of English, right there in your home, around you, every single day.
All right, first things first, we have to talk about input. Before you can ever hope to speak or write well, you've just got to soak up the language. So this first part is all about how to turn yourself into a total English learning sponge. Everything really starts with reading. And I'm not talking about boring textbooks. Reading is how you see the language in the wild, how grammar actually works, how sentences are built. But here's the golden rule, and it's super simple. Read stuff you actually enjoy. Seriously, it could be blogs, comics, anything. If you're into it, you're going to learn so much more, almost without trying. Okay, next up, let's make your Netflix time way more productive. Don't just passively watch. Try this 4-step method. First, read a quick summary so you know what's going on. Then, watch it through with English subtitles on. Next, find a tricky scene and try watching it again, but this time, turn the subtitles off. And here's a great little hack. Rewatch movies you already know and love. You know the story, so you can just focus 100% on the language. You know, podcasts are kind of like a secret weapon for learning. Think about all that downtime you have. When you're cleaning the house, walking the dog, on your commute. You can turn all those moments into learning time. It's all about that constant, consistent exposure to the language. So what happens when you run into a new word? Don't just pop it into a simple translator. A learner's dictionary is a total game changer. Why? Because it doesn't just give you one word. It gives you context. It shows you how to pronounce it, how to use it in a real sentence, and which other words usually hang out with it. This is how you build a vocabulary you can actually use.
Okay, so you've been absorbing English like a sponge. Awesome. But now comes the really important part. It's time to put all that English to work. This is how you start turning what you know into a skill you can actually use. This is where you'll see the biggest progress.
Now, this is not your typical Dear Diary kind of thing. Think of this more like your personal mission control for your English learning. You set clear goals for the week, you plan how you're going to hit them, and then you look back at what you did. It's a powerful way to keep yourself on track and stay motivated. Want to get some real-world writing practice? Start a blog. It is so much easier than you think. You can use free platforms like Medium. You don't need to know any coding at all. And you can write about whatever you're passionate about, your hobbies, your thoughts, even your language learning journey. It's a great, low-pressure way to practice and maybe even connect with some new people. Okay, this next technique is huge for your pronunciation. It might feel a little strange at first, but trust me, find a piece of text that has an audio recording, like an audiobook or a podcast transcript. Read a paragraph out loud and record yourself on your phone. Then listen to the professional version. Then listen back to your own. You will instantly hear the little differences, and you can start to correct your own pronunciation. You become your own coach. So now you've got the strategies. Let's talk about the tools. The internet is just an ocean of resources, right? It can be overwhelming. So let's look at a few of the very best things to have in your at-home learning toolkit.
So your number one tool is the one you're using right this second, the internet. Honestly, the amount of English content online is it's mind-boggling. And that's not a bad thing. That is your single biggest advantage. The web is your library, your classroom, and your practice partner all rolled into one.
So to help you get started, here are 3 fantastic, totally free websites you should definitely check out. ngvid.com has tons of great video lessons. BBC Learning English is amazing for things like pronunciation and grammar quizzes, and the British Council has a huge library of materials for just about everything. Go ahead and bookmark these, seriously.
Now, what about a tutor? They can be a fantastic help, but we need to be realistic. A lot of people think, I'll hire a tutor and they'll make me fluent. The reality is, a tutor is your guide, not a magician. Your real progress depends on the hard work you put in during all those hours between your lessons. That's what really moves the needle.
Okay, we've gone over a ton of strategies and tools, but let's finish up by talking about what really matters most. It's not about a specific website or a fancy technique, it's about something much more fundamental. And that brings us right back to the beginning. You don't need to be looking for resources that are thousands of miles away, because the most important things you need to succeed, well, you already have them with you.
It honestly all comes down to just two things. An internet connection, which gives you access to literally the entire world of English, and your own motivation, that fire inside you that keeps you going. That's it. That is the real toolkit.
So please, if you take away one thing, let it be this. Forget the myth that you have to travel. Your living room, your desk, even your couch, that can be your classroom. Fluency is built with small, consistent habits, day after day, right where you are.
The power to get fluent is right there with you. So the only real question left is, what's your next move? What's the one thing you're going to do today from your couch to get closer to your goal?